We persist. This is what we do. All right. I may have fixed the audio issues that we were having. Hopefully I did. Hey, my beautiful soul tribe. Happy Sunday. If you guys can hear me, that's going to be awesome because I know that we've been very much love and light and peace and tranquility and minding our business. But I also feel like you guys want to know something about behind closed doors. I just got that feeling today. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Keep in mind, y'all, my son that passed away was my IT guy. So now I'm the equipment. I'm pretty much having to do it on my own. It used to be when I would have an issue, I could call him. He'd come out 2 seconds. He'd have it fixed. But now I don't have him anymore. So I'm learning. I apologize about that. I've been actually dealing with that since he passed away, like equipment issues, because I do actually have like a high-tech camera, the operating system that he has on my computer, the microphone that he gave me is no longer operable. I had a really nice professional one. So ever since then, I've been having audio issues as well. You guys, please bear with me. Thank y'all for y'all patience. I hope that I fixed it. I hope I figured out what the problem is. It looks pretty good so far, so good. We're going to monitor the situation. Hey, Nikki Fontaine. Hey, Leslie. Hey, Big Dude. Hey, Jay. Hey, Kimberly. Hey, y'all. Okay, cool. Y'all can hear me. I'm sorry, guys. Allergy season is upon us. I can't get right. As soon as one thing clears up for me, seasonal depression was started to wear off, and then now it's allergy season. So I'm sorry. If y'all keep seeing me having to like sniffle and shit, sorry about that. Hey, y'all. So I wanted to get a little messy for us. I am going to do a read. By the way, hey, y'all. This is a collective read. Thank you for checking out my channel for the Love of Water Tarot. I'm Chianti with the technical issues. Happy Sunday. Hey, y'all. I'm going to jump in the chat on my phone really quickly. I've decided that I'm going to find out what's going on behind closed doors. Now, this could be anybody's closed doors. Let me just say that in advance because I don't know what the hell is going to come out. I tested it on myself and it was very effing interesting. Like, so we're just going to do it for you. Okay. Hey, Shanae, how you doing, babe? Okay. All right, y'all. You see how my sanity almost... I've been preparing to go live, and I kept getting distracted. I finally hit the button, and then it sound wouldn't work. I am working on releasing control issues and going with the flow. Okay? I am trying to definitely protect my peace. Right now, I'm treating my peace like it's the goal at Fort Knox. It's heavily protected. I'm trying to heavily protect it. All right. This is intended to be messy. It is general. I don't know behind whose closed doors I'm finna start talking about. So if you sensitive, if you got some shit going on behind your closed doors that you may be sensitive to, you may not want to listen to this. Because this is intended to be nosy, okay? And I'm going to tell that to myself before I get started. Before my ass mess around and be on here talking to y'all. And then I heard dog holler, right? Keep in mind, I've done that to myself before I start telling anybody else's shit. Keep in mind, I've said shit that triggered my own self, okay? I'm a part of the collective. So please don't kill the messenger. Take care of your girl with that like, comment, subscribe, share. Email me at fortheloveofwatertarot@gmail.com. If you are interested in booking me for a private reading, I am definitely accepting private readings. I did some yesterday. I felt awesome, and I felt like they were awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed them. Now, I'm going to assume that we're going to talk about love when I'm saying behind closed doors and what you don't know what's going on behind closed doors, because 9 times out of 10, you know what's going on behind your closed doors. Maybe you don't. There's shit that go on behind your closed doors that you may not be aware of. But I'm just going to give this I'm just gonna give it what it gives, okay? Hey, Maybelline, how you doing? Thank you, the Empress. Thank you, big dude. I guess I'm just embracing my natural self at this point. I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself, so I'm just going with the flow and accepting. Hi, Spirit. What can you tell my soul tribe, my collective, about what's going on with whoever it is? Because I feel like a lot of you, when I say what's going on behind closed doors, you already know who closed doors. You are wondering about what's going behind. So we're just going to go with that, okay? I don't know who that's going to be for all of you. But whoever you watching this read for, because you saw my nosy ass doing like this, like I'm about to be nosy, and you read the title that said Behind Closed Doors. You know why you're here, and we're just going to go with that, okay? Hey, Crystal. Okay. Yeah, I just got to embrace what God gave me, sis. That's all I can do at this point. God created it. Vanessa and Willie. All right, Spirit, give me the message. Behind closed doors. Bam. Resurrection. Uh-oh. What you thought to be lost forever will come back, and you will witness the impossible made possible, and then it has something to do with boundaries here. They love that you set strong boundaries for yourself and walk away from those who don't respect them, including them. Okay, so let me tell you something. Whatever's going on behind closed doors right now, what your ass don't know, it's causing a resurrection. I feel like this is somebody who is feeling like, oh yeah. Now listen, don't get mad at Keontae. That's what you're not going to do. Don't get mad at me. This is not what you're going to do. This is not what this is, okay? Oh, hey. Easter, right? Resurrection. Yesterday, Passover, resurrection. Now don't you find that fucking fun? Ooh, let me stop cursing. Because I feel like I'm being blasphemous now. Wait a minute, because that just done shook me a little bit. Isn't it the time of Easter? Isn't this the time of the resurrection? Am I crazy? Am I crazy? I am not crazy. I am crazy, but not crazy. Okay. All right. So here's what's happening behind closed doors, whoever this is that you're wondering what's going on behind closed doors. You're earning some sort of level of respect from somebody, because the cards say hit boundaries. I feel like this is definitely somebody you put your foot down with. Yep, past life. You put your foot down with this person. You put your foot down with them in the past life. And whatever's going on behind closed doors, this is going to get really interesting, because it must be pretty serious for this resurrection energy. To have somebody sitting up thinking, I feel like the resurrection has everything to do with wanting to resurrect something with you. Oh, resurrecting something. Something is resurrecting something here. Ooh, what's going on here behind closed doors? I'm also hearing some old-ish that is being resurrected right now. That is making somebody, like it says they love that you set strong boundaries. I feel like it's something, okay. It is something that's being resurrected in someone's life right now. This is behind closed doors, right? This is not something that you're involved in. Just put this where this goes. It's something that's being resurrected right now. That is making someone really appreciate you because you have set strong boundaries. It's almost like somebody is dealing with a weak MF that's like, man, it makes somebody feel like they got to resurrect something with you because whoever they're dealing with don't have strong boundaries, right? I feel like it's kind of a thing like they could be dealing with somebody gullible. Why am I hearing that? Oh, this is going to be messy. Hey, DJ. Okay. There's something that is resurrecting right now. Because am I crazy? Ain't we in the time of Easter? I know we're in Easter because I just watched the 10 Commandments last night. And I do that every year. because my grandmother used to watch it on ABC7 every year. She would watch the Ten Commandments. So now, and then when I was a kid, I hated it. It was the longest, boringest thing I ever saw in my life. But now I'm grown, and that's my tradition. I even potted a plant last year while I was doing this, smoking some good weed. My plant made a year old. It's my plant anniversary. Hey, Lil. Okay, so I feel like the only reason why I'm bringing it up is because I feel like whatever I'm speaking about is probably, it feels very current. It feels like very much happening in the now. I'm hearing Resurrection Sunday, right? There is something that is resurrecting. I feel like behind closed doors. I feel like this is something that has come up before. And whatever it is that has come up before is making someone really appreciate that you set strong boundaries for yourself and you walk away from people who don't respect them. See, because I feel like it's something that they are dealing with that they don't have respect for, even them. And I also get picking up a feeling where somebody is like, I don't even blame you for not dealing with me, for dealing with this bullshit, right? Yes. It feels like somebody is saying they don't even blame you for walking away from them, for dealing with this bullshit. Because I feel like they're dealing with the energy that they may not have much respect for, and they may also see it's kind of gullible. Let me just say it how I feel it, okay? Hey, little babe. Hey, little BB, if I didn't say it already. Now, this energy is telling me with resurrection. See, now here's the tee-hee about it, because the card literally says it's what you thought to be lost forever will come back and you will witness the impossible made possible. See, I feel like this is an energy that's feeling like they want, like, I feel like, first of all, I'm hearing, is it possible to resurrect something with you? But I feel like we're dealing with a very stubborn energy here. So I feel like this may be something that you had thought was not possible, that somebody would actually see something. Because it says what you thought to be lost forever will come back and you will witness the impossible made possible. Oh, okay. Okay, wait a minute. And now we're speaking of the resurrection again, right? Didn't Jesus, didn't he die and was in the grave, in the tomb for 3 days, right? The impossible made possible, the resurrection. What is going on? Oh, this is going to get real interesting. Let me get some more messages for us. Let me see. Because I feel like I'm talking about right now. I see y'all dropping off. I don't know, but I know what I'm feeling going on behind closed doors. And I'm definitely going to just go and call it how I see it. Give me more, spirit. What's going on behind closed doors? What is it that my soul tribe want to know that's going on behind these closed doors? Oh, this is very interesting. I have risky energy, which is Aries energy. But for some of y'all, if this has got something to do with third party shit, I'm going to tell you right now, if this got something to do with some third party ish, this is somebody that somebody had unprotected sex with, right? They took a risk with somebody. It could definitely be like child's mother and father. Or this is just somebody who made a decision. It's something about making a risky decision that they made. Look, blind. Look. I feel like somebody searching for answers, blinded by the truth. Could definitely be somebody watching you online and wanting to know. There's something that is resurfacing behind somebody's behind closed doors. Definitely about somebody with some risky behaviors. And so definitely something resurrecting about somebody making unsafe decisions. I also get behind closed doors, somebody is also wondering if you would take the risk on them. For some of you, it is somebody here that wants to resurrect something with you. But again, I see the boundaries and I see the blind. So I feel like you, whoever I'm speaking to, probably have definitely put up boundaries on this person. See, because it's definitely like they Love that you got strong boundaries and demand respect for yourself. But somebody is wondering with resurrection and risk, they wondering if they took the risk. If they took the risk to resurrect something with you, would you accept it? I also feel like, I'm going to tell you something. Somebody feels like they took a risk on somebody and they didn't see the truth. That they wasn't paying attention. That they didn't watch the signs. Look, blind, observant, and gossip. Somebody feel like in a situation right now, because something is going up. I'm telling you, I feel it already. Somebody feel like we're blind, observant, and gossip. They wasn't looking, they wasn't seeing, and they wasn't listening, but they see now. There's something that somebody is dealing with behind closed doors that is resurfacing. There's a resurrection of a situation that's always been there, a situation that's always been present. Let me just be honest with you, right? Because I feel like that's why your boundaries are up. That's why you walked away, right? It's the cards tell me that you set up boundaries. Yeah, there's an energy right now that is very well aware of they feel like especially if this is about third party shit, they feel like whatever partner they pick, that they took a huge risk. That it was risky. And I feel like and I feel like the realization that it was risky is coming from an energy with blind, observant, and gossip. Like I said, they didn't see, they wasn't looking, and they wasn't listening here. And I also feel like for some of you, there is someone that wants to take a risk and take a risk to come towards you to see if they can. Yes, it is. For some of you, it is someone who you put up boundaries with. And they do want to take the risk and come towards you, for sure. But they may be looking online, peeping out. There's something about them looking, searching for answers, kind of observing. They could even be asking around, talking about you, mentioning your name. It is somebody that's trying to test the waters to see. I almost feel like, is it worth the risk doing, right? If they take the risk and cross your boundary that you set up, right? Like, yeah, like if you would go, right? Kelly, check your email. Hey, Mahogany. Check your email, Kelly. I sent you something. I don't know if you got it or not, but I hope you did. Let me get some more information on this. Yeah, this is definitely somebody very much in the moment, feeling in the moment. Someone could literally be mentioning you, thinking of you. Something here. I also feel like somebody who may have thought they made a fool out of you in this current moment, they feel like a fool. They feel like a fool in the moment, like at this moment. They could definitely be aware that they are the fool. Yes, in this very moment, somebody could realize they took a huge risk because they didn't listen. They didn't see. They didn't pay attention. They didn't listen. They could feel like a huge fucking fool right now. Like I said, somebody definitely feel like whatever they chose, they took a huge risk. That wasn't a good decision. And I also feel like it's somebody who could definitely in a present moment, like I said, feel like a fool by that. I'm also picking up that somebody that you have set boundaries up with. They want, like I said, what you thought to be what you thought impossible to be made possible. I feel like them themselves are wondering if it's possible, if they can make it possible, if they cross those boundaries that you have set up. Would you take the risk? Is it worth the risk? For some of you, there is somebody behind closed doors you don't know. They're watching you online. They want to know. They're searching for answers. They're kind of obsessing over you. Definitely some of you are being social media stalk, keeping an eye. There's definitely someone, like for sure. Hey, K. Michelle. All right, let me get another one. What's going on behind closed doors, Spirit? Tell me what's going on behind closed doors that we need to know. I don't feel like we need to know. I just feel like we're being nosy, and that's okay. We don't need to know. We just want to know, and it's okay. It's okay to fight back. Coach Klein said so. Ooh. All right. We have desire and transformation. And underneath the deck, we have betrayal, deception, lies, and infidelity. I'm telling you. It's not funny, but I can laugh. I will laugh because for some of you, I do feel like there is a direct situation where someone definitely chose wrong, right? I feel like you had to put up your boundaries because of that, and this is why. And I'm gonna tell you, for those of you where someone who chose wrong, there is something about this whole holy holiday, this whole resurrection. There's something going on in someone's situation that is being resurrected. It is being brought to the surface again. And I keep picking this up in the collective, the Pisces. This keeps coming up in my read strongly. And I don't know how this is going to hit for everyone. And listen, I should study astrology better. You know, I keep saying that. I need to study more about astrology, the planetary stuff, the moons and all that stuff happening. Because, sorry, it's a hair on my tongue, y'all. It's going to drive me crazy. Because I remember something about this time being like the age of Aquarius, the age of enlightenment. And I keep picking up the energies of the fog being lifted, illusions, like no more illusions. Can't fool yourself anymore, right? Can't hide from it. Can't distract yourself, right? It's almost a time where like you cannot look away and avoid and ignore ish anymore. And I feel like it's happening collectively, right? I feel like there's energies that are seeing things that you can't. It's when you see things that you can't unsee, right? Don't just hate when you sometimes see something that you can't unsee, right? Because, and this goes back to that saying, ignorance is bliss. Have you guys ever really sat back and thought about this? Ignorance is like being in a state of unknowing, right? Being very blissfully unaware, happily unaware of your ignorance, of what you don't know, and being happy, like being content with not knowing things, right? Being content with being ignorant, right? But that's what sucks about seeing shit that you don't want to see, right? It's for seeing some shit, like, you know, once you see some shit, you can't see it differently anymore, right? Because now it's like you don't have the luxury of being blissfully ignorant. And I definitely feel like there's something that is happening. Full moon tonight, Leslie. I know it was something about like a pink moon or something last night. I tried to get out and see it, but it was cloudy. But there is this energy here, and this is why I have transformation, change, and evolution, and then we have desire, passion, attraction. There's something that is that's being resurrected behind closed doors. There's whatever is being resurrected right now is definitely it's definitely changing and evolving. It's making someone change, and it's changing what someone desires, right? Right? It definitely feels like the energy of something that you used to desire, something that used to be satisfying, something that used to feel good, maybe stroke your ego in one way or another. Very fucking risky though, and unsafe, right? Like I feel like something was never a safe bet. It was always very fucking risky. See, somebody is seeing this betrayal. Look, and under there is darkness. Someone is seeing the betrayal, the deception, the lies, the infidelity. These hoes ain't loyal. Sorry, but this is just what it is. For sure. You said Venus is moving out of retrograde. I got to start studying more. I do. I got to devote myself to a lot of ish, y'all. Stick it out with me, because if I decide to stick it out with tarot, I feel like I could really make this shit go, hopefully. But I just don't know where my path is going to lead me. But I've always felt like I needed to study that planetary stuff more, because I do reads. It comes out in the reads. And then when I go and I listen to people who are more in tune with that and they speak about that, all that stuff be in my reads. The moons and all that stuff, I'm just not aware of what's going on because I don't study. Shame on me. But here's betrayal and darkness. Okay? And I do feel like a couple things here. Because I feel like this is a recognition of what like the dark places of betrayal could take you to. Again, someone could be very fucking aware If this is someone that betrayed you and they hurt you and put you in a dark place, I feel like there's an awareness of how this shit feels, because this is someone who is in a very, very dark place looking at betrayal. It's transformative. It is transforming what someone desires, what someone is attracted to, what someone is passionate to. So it's a complete evolution. It's not funny. It's not funny, but I'm going to laugh. Yes. This is changing what someone desires here, what someone is passionate about, what someone is attracted to. Okay. Yep. See, Leslie, I feel it even when I don't study it. I pick up on that shit. I pick up on it. But I like I said, not until I get to talking to some of y'all that follows it, or even some of the readers that's like really in tune with it, do I catch it? I'm like, that's what I picked up on. That's exactly what I picked up on. But I just, like I said, I need to find more space to challenge myself. Let me get another one on what's going on behind closed doors. Spirit, give me one more. Okay. Behind closed doors, someone could definitely be realizing that a partnership that they've been in, that they're dealing with someone who is literally with the clout hungry energy. This says someone who says anything, does anything, makes shit up and dramatic, and they're always partying. This is somebody, I don't know, this is definitely somebody who this could be over drinking, over partying. But listen, this is somebody who thinks shit is a game. Look, rejection. This is some. I'm only laughing because there is a bit of karma to this issue, and I'm not mad at it. I'm not. Cry me a river. Sorry, but I'm just gonna be honest. So, someone does not want to hear what someone has to say about issue. Like it's almost, I told you, like we reject. I'm telling you. Whatever someone is dealing with behind closed doors, it is making someone have a healthy respect for you. Because again, remember what I said with the boundaries here. They love that you set strong boundaries for yourself, right? And I'm also hearing standards for yourself, right? Again, it's coming up with that gullible. It's coming up like naive, gullible, dramatic, making shit up. That's making shit up, lies. Like I said, betrayal. Look. Darkness. See, again, it says they love that you set up strong boundaries for yourself and walk away from those who don't respect them, including them. Right? This is somebody you're familiar with because past life is under here. And it says, their soul recognized your soul from the moment they met you. You knew that they were the one They knew that you were the one they had been waiting for, right? And you put up the boundaries again, because to a certain extent with past life, we recognize each other, right? You knew, they knew, right? I feel like this is why you put up the boundaries, right? This is what we're talking about. And then under his potential, doesn't that just make it great? They're deep in their thoughts about you, realizing their distractions prevented them from seeing the potential in you. And you know why? Because their asses wasn't watching. They were blind. See, this is whatever's going on right now, and it is something going up, because under it is foolish. I'm telling you, someone feels like a damn fool. They feel like a fool for crossing the line and messing up the connection, but too embarrassed to come forward. I feel like somebody is dealing with the situation that, like I said, with blind, observe, and gossip. I feel like this is something nobody, like if somebody tried to tell somebody something they wouldn't see, right? Somebody wouldn't look. When somebody tried to tell them something, they wouldn't listen. But right now, in the MF moment, whatever is resurrecting right now in a situation behind closed doors, it's making someone all that mother effing aware that they made an unsafe decision with someone. It could definitely be them worried about somebody out there having unprotected sex with others. They could definitely be a partner that they feel like partakes in risky behavior. I feel like it's somebody that they could definitely knew that they were taking a risk on. Lots of Aries energy here. Again. Now again, with this betrayal here, someone could have betrayed themselves. For sure. Someone could have betrayed themselves. They could be looking at a damn situation that they created, right? Because look, they were blind, but the eye opened now. They kept their eyes closed, and then when they opened them up, this is what they see, right? And under blind literally is observing, right? So there's some accountability to some shit I got going on here for sure. There's an accountability. I feel like someone is taking accountability for what they didn't see. There could even be an energy where I betrayed myself. If I can just keep it a stack with you, I wonder why my music ain't playing no more. See, it just, yeah, it is. I just can't hear it, I guess. That's okay. Oh no, I gotta turn it down because YouTube will get me. So I do feel like someone is dealing with the kind of energy that is very much thirsty. It feels very much like very thirsty for attention. I'm also picking up a lot of immaturity. Like I said, it's something about a respect for you and your healthy boundaries. It's something about them respecting you because it's a level of like, it's about a level of maturity, right? Somebody's dealing with an energy. I don't know what it is about this person's mouth. Like I said, again, the card says like clout hungry, anything for attention, anything for acknowledgement, says anything, does anything, makes shit up, makes shit dramatic. For some of you, it is an energy that's like either always taking shit for a game, right? Thinking it's a joke that they rejecting, or this is literally someone who like, I feel like it's somebody who could definitely be out having the time of their fucking life or something here, right? I feel like there's definitely energy of somebody seeing some shit that they didn't want to see before. And it's coming up very much, like I said, there's something that's resurrecting behind closed doors. That is transformed, that's very transformative. This is change and evolution, desire. I feel like it's changing. It's definitely an energy like, I've been here before, like with the transformation and desire, it's like, oh, I don't want this no more. Have y'all ever been there? I have. I've lived. Especially if it was a situation that was like, let me put it this way. A situation that used to definitely light somebody's fire, right? Like it could get somebody fired, like attached in a very passionate way. Whether this is like sexual chemistry, anger, lust, rage. I don't know. It could have even been somebody who was attracted to somebody because they were kind of fiery. It's like something about this entire situation that's resurrecting during this resurrection holy holiday that is changing and evolving what someone desires, what someone is attracted to. Let me get one more on this and then we'll get a little bit deeper. Guys, take care of your girl with the like, comment, subscribe, share, email me if you're interested in booking. Happy Sunday, Miss K. Hey, Babe Bunny. Yeah, Babe Bunny, I had to. And it's like, you know what? I love braids, but I don't like sitting for braids. I love my wigs. I have a bunch of wigs. I just don't feel like putting anything on my head. So it's kind of like I'm in a spot. I'm craving to change my look. I love to change my look. But the great thing about like, it is a little bit of black girl magic. I can change my look without having to actually do anything to my hair, right? I don't have to dye it. I don't have to put a lot of chemicals and process it. I can change my look and protect my hair. So now I'm in a spot where if I want to change my look, I would have to definitely do something to my own hair. And I'm not willing to do it. I'm not willing to damage it. I just want to let it breathe and feel healthy and good. So I'm going to figure out I'm going back in witness protection soon. I'll figure out what the next look is gonna be when I'm undercover. Yes, thank you, Nikki Fontaine. Let me get one more on this behind closed doors. Read Spirit, what's going on here? I have release. Eight of Cups. I'm telling y'all, this is a purge. Surrender, emotional release, clearing, walking away. And Two of Cups is under here. Now listen, this is what's funny because that's 10 cups. But y'all know, like, if you've been watching tarot for a while, any reader that's been around, old school reader, they used to definitely say, like, the Eight of Cups walks directly into the two, right? 8 and 2 is 10, but that's the 10 of Cups. But the 8 of Cups is when you are turning your back, purging and releasing, right? The 8 of Cups is a painful energy, right? Because when you turn your back, in order to turn your back on people, places, and things that's no longer serving you, you had to have the face that and was trying to serve it or allowing you to serve you at one point in time. It's not easy to turn your back on things and people that you really love, that have sentimental value. It ain't shit to walk away from somebody who you don't care about, people you don't care about, situations you don't care about. The Eight of Cups is not that. We Eight of Cups shit every day. I get in the car, I might crave Dunkin' Donuts, but I might decide I got coffee at home. I'll drive right on by it, right? The Eight of Cups is not that, right? And we Eight of Cups shit every day. Like, we do that every day. We make choices every day where we choose one thing or another. We walk away from another thing that it has no emotional effect on us. We do not look at that in any kind of negative way. It's just life choices, right? But that's not the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is when you really do give a F, right? Things that you really did give an F about, or you really do still give an F about, but you have to walk away, right? For sure, right? Now but the Eight of Cups, like I said, it is in the energy of walking into the Two of Cups, because you do that in the energy of walking into Two of Cups, right? To walking into walking into connections where there's chemistry, energies that feel more magnetic. Two of Cups, passion, mutual feelings, feeling drawn to other people or other things, right? I have inner child healing and distance. I'm telling y'all, listen, somebody, yes they are, and there go the mother Ace of Cups. Let me tell you what, I'm gonna tell you, because it is going down behind closed doors. Like, again, this is not things that you're gonna get on Facebook and see people announcing. This is not stuff that make somebody tell you. This is what's happening if you were a fly in the wall. That's why I put the fly in the wall read, right? The fly on the wall read. Somebody is getting ready to go on this purge. They're getting ready to go on this release, and it is, again, to move towards the Two of Cups, to move towards more magnetic kind of relationships. What's interesting to me under here is the inner child and distance, because, and I'm looking at it, even the way I got the cards laid out right now, it's right under transformation and desire. And see, this is when your maturity, and I'm not saying it like that because we're all growing and maturing, right? Yes, I am grown as hell. I am grown as hell. But let me tell you the beautiful thing, how I see that, though. Because I had a family member call me this before, but it is true. My brain is like the human sponge. I feel like we only stop growing when we stop learning, right? When we set ourselves in the ways to such where we don't feel like there's nothing else for us to know, nothing else for us to see. When we trap ourselves in the bubble of our own perception, that's when you stop growing, right? For sure. And life is that journey, right? I feel like, I know I'm literally a chameleon. My life cycles, I didn't have 10,000 life cycles in this one. So many changes, but we evolve, and I feel like a lot of us may feel that way. This is an evolution of someone, right? Because again, what's transforming, like I said, it's something about what they desire. It's inner child healing and distance. This is definitely now. For some of us, this is dealing with a family, right? For some of us, we could be talking about someone who literally has a family with someone, right? Children. I'm hearing like, I don't even want to say it like that, but I'm hearing like childhood sweethearts, energy of having children, right? There's also energies of with the inner child healing. This is when you do that soul searching, where you kind of unlock your history books and look back on some things in your life, right? In order to figure out how did you get where you are, right? How did you come to believe what you believed, right? What may have formed and shaped your perception versus the reality that you now live in. This is what someone is doing, okay? And it's someone definitely exploring the wounding, the coping mechanisms, the learned behavior. This is someone self-discovering, because I do feel like someone is definitely in this energy where they're getting ready to distance themselves because what they're desiring is transforming. Like this is a change and an evolution. I've been there, right? It's like, for sure. Okay, I mean, I don't want to get too graphic, but let me just give y'all a brief example. Some of y'all may know what I mean. It's like, if any of you guys have exes, a lot of us have exes, you know. Have you ever had that ex where the attraction was just so strong? And I mean, this person may have really like set your soul on fire, right? But this person really in reality may be kind of icky, right? And it may take you a while. It may take a while for that fire to burn out on you before you can finally start to recognize the ick, right? Because depending on how passionate and how strong the chemistry could be, right, that could definitely not assist you in seeing the ick factor of someone. But this is where this goes. It feels like to me, I'm going to be honest with you, that someone is kind of doing the inner child work, right? Because listen, your taste do change as you grow and evolve. What we may have thought was a dream boat in our dream at 17 is certainly not the same when you're 32, right? The person you may have thought was, you know, your everything at 10 years old is definitely not the same person that you may feel that way at 18, 25, 32, 47, 54, right? Our tastes evolve as we grow, right? I do feel like this is someone doing some sort of, again, they're doing some inner child healing, right? They're definitely doing some very much deep internal energy. They're looking at the wounding, the coping mechanisms, the learned behavior. They're definitely going on a sort of self-discovery because it's definitely an energy with distance, wanting to put distance in between themselves and what they were so blindly not looking, not listening, what they presently they're very aware of right now. They want to distance themselves from it, and they're doing it because and under here's the Ace of Waters. I told you, and I'm gonna tell you something. I feel like the energy that they're dealing with, that energy wants a fresh start. There's an energy that they're dealing with that is clout hungry. This energy will say anything, do anything, make some shit up to be dramatic. Whatever they have to do. I even feel like somebody could be like planning a party or trying to get somebody to go out and party with them, trying to get somebody to celebrate. But there's somebody behind closed doors that's rejecting all that shit. They're closed off to a new start. They don't want it. They don't want it where they are. I told you they want to release and purge. I'm going to clarify. It's going to get a little messier. We're going to find out what's going on here. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share. I'm going to try to wrap it up soon because I feel like I always be going long when we get into it. But baby, ooh-wee. Oh, baby, it was inner child and distance and then the Ace of Cups. Yes. All right. Okay. What do I want to do? Let's get some tarot. Let's see what tarot has to offer here. We're going to clarify. I'm telling you, somebody don't want the same energy. And I feel like it's definitely an energy that is dramatic, right? This is somebody who like I said, I feel like someone is definitely feeling like, again, they have a lot of respect for you. It's almost like this person, why did I hear? For some of y'all, someone feels like someone kind of is losing respect for themselves. It's not funny. Someone is losing respect for themselves. Like I said, I feel like somebody, because it is somebody that said that they love that you have strong boundaries for yourself, right? Why do I feel like somebody is like, I don't know. What's somebody looking at like, somebody, I don't know why, I feel like somebody is like, you would never put up with that. You wouldn't want them if you knew that they were putting up with that. You would. It's something about dealing with somebody who was somebody who was gullible. Like I said, I'm getting gullible, and it's not just gullible. It's not just gullible. What is the energy that I'm picking up on? What I feel like somebody is dealing with. It feels like somebody they're dealing with somebody with like, because I feel like there's debates happening, right? There's issues that are resurrecting, there are things that's coming up, right? That's resurfacing and coming back to the surface, and it's like I feel like there's a discussion with someone that they feel like it's definitely energy where something feels like it just doesn't make any sense, right? It's like somebody, like I said, they just say anything, they do anything. It's something about being dramatic. It's like somebody can't have a conversation without being dramatic. Somebody, it just feels like, I don't even want to say what I just thought of. I'm not even going to say it, because it felt a little political, and I'm trying not to do that. First of all, no, I'm not. I'm lying. I'm not trying to not do that. I'm very political. I always have been. I just don't discuss it on this channel. My niece wants me to start another one where I talk about it, because she swears I'm always the person that, my whole family says that whenever something's going on in politics, they ask me what's going on. The way you explain it, it makes so much sense. Let's see about this resurrection, because again, what's funny is there is, we are in the holy holidays, right? I know Passover. I know Passover, Easter, like this whole thing about resurrection energy, Resurrection Sunday. I feel like things that are resurrecting behind closed doors, that are resurfacing right now that we're unaware of, definitely has someone from past lives really respecting us. It definitely makes it's definitely giving me the energy where, like, unbeknownst to you, because it's happening behind closed doors, someone's like, yeah, I really got a healthy respect for you. But it's because it's as a result of what they're dealing with, right? For sure, right? It's also making someone wonder, right, with resurrection here. Because it says what you thought to be lost forever will come back, and you will witness the impossible made possible. It is making someone wonder if they could resurrect something with you. For sure. Because it says they want to witness the impossible made possible. It's almost like you wouldn't believe how much this person respects your boundaries. You may find it impossible to believe how much this person respects your boundaries. I don't know why I'm picking that up. I also feel like with this energy, with this being, like that's holding this kind of limp body, Why do I feel like somebody, it could also be feeling like they've been carrying around dead weight, and I feel like something is resurfacing at the moment that is making someone very aware that they are carrying around dead weight. I don't know, somebody could be partying and having to be carried in and stuff like that. Somebody is definitely feeling like they just, something about somebody really has a lot of respect for you as a result of what's resurrecting right now in their life. I also feel like they are wondering, right, because you have these boundaries up. They respect you from walking away. It feels like something that they could be dealing with is so ridiculous right now that they respect you from walking away. It could almost be like, this shit's so pitiful, I don't blame such and such for not dealing with me no more, right? Like, I can't even believe I'm dealing with this shit, or this shit, here this shit is again, right? Really, the Empress? See, I didn't know. Thanks for the confirmation. Thank you. I know I'm talking to somebody about somebody's ish. I'm channeling somebody's ish. And I know it's actually long, but I'm enjoying myself because I feel like I'm being specific. I feel like I'm getting to it for sure. Let me get one on this resurrection energy. I'm talking about what's going on behind somebody's closed doors. I just don't know whose, and you have to put it where it goes. If it ain't yours, just listen and be nosy. If it's yours and you feel triggered by it, just jump out, because I'm sorry. I'm not, I ain't meaning to. Look, Eight of Swords. First of all, again, do you not see the blindfold, right? Here's this blind. I'm telling you, there is something resurrecting behind closed doors. This shit is coming up again, right? Something is resurrecting again, right? Because the Eight of Swords is the energy of repetitive, right? Being line and repetitive. Two ways I'm getting this. And it can be both ways. But first of all, I am getting something that's a repeat, right? A resurrection, right? Again, for something. Thank you. I be overthinking. Thank you. I be overthinking too, sis. I'm glad we could talk this all out, because my ass overthinks too. Thank y'all for overthinking with me. And make sure y'all throw the likes. And thank you so much. I be overthinking. I appreciate you. So a couple things. Again, y'all don't see blind and observing right next to each other. They're the opposite of each other under the deck, right? So this is not seeing and seeing, right? Right? And then I do have the gossip in the present. This is definitely somebody in the motherfucking moment here, right? And again, somebody could have definitely, and I don't want to say it like this, but I'm just going to say it because the gossiping card does say this. Again, somebody could have in the past thought that they were making a fool of you. And I feel like you could feel like they made a fool of you, because it could definitely be because of a choice they made, right? For sure. Because you had to set up healthy boundaries and walk away from anyone who didn't respect them, even them, which means that it wasn't easy, right? This is a past life. There's somebody you familiar with. And again, we have the potential. They soul recognized your soul from the beginning. They knew it was potential. They stayed, they ass distracted, and now they sitting up looking like boo-boo the food. Foolish. Look at that clown. Look at this big old clown shoes with his clown nose on. And under this gesture, just so you know, they would love to gesture. They would love to take some sort of gesture towards you, just so you know, if this is resonating, if it's hidden, right? For sure. The resurrection energy with the Eight of Swords and the boundaries definitely lets me know. Okay, here's what I'm hearing. The blinders are off in many ways, right? Because it's also funny how they couldn't see some shit very crystal clear what they were dealing with before, if they see clearly now. But it is also funny how they couldn't see some shit about you from the past. Now I'm hearing Keisha Cole. And I can't believe you're hurting me. I met your girl, what a difference. What you see in her, you didn't see it in me. But I guess it was all just make believe, right? Yeah, this is very interesting what I'm picking up on. I'm about to start doing this more, taking my time. Look, and Keontae the truth. Look at the Ace of Swords under there. Keontae is the truth. I feel like every damn thing I said was just true. If whether some of it is for you and some of it ain't. But what's for you, where it goes, and leave what's not for you out, okay? Y'all don't get too, Don't get upset with your girl. Yep, 7 of Cups. I'm telling you, this is somebody trying to figure out, look, this is what the fuck, right? Had all the options, picked wrong. What the fuck was I thinking? What the fuck? And I have to tell you, this is somebody who definitely fantasizes about you. I pulled some cards for myself earlier, and this is why I did this spread for us today behind closed doors, because I just was tinkering around with the cards. I did something for myself earlier, and the first card came out for me was dreams. They dreaming about you. I grabbed another deck, cleared back, King of Cups. I said, oh shit. Oh shit. I did a little spread for myself. I said, I'm going to do this for the collective. I'm just going to do it again, see what come out for everybody, and do it clean. Yes, for some of y'all, whether you know it or not, right around this resurrection season, this holiday, this time, there could definitely be a lot of things that is resurrecting up around some. I do feel like there's the thought of you that is resurrecting as well. I'm right. And there's shit that is coming up that is being boldly put in their face right now. There's resurrection. There's things coming up to the surface, right? The 8 of Swords is blind, but the Ace of Swords is the truth, right? And if you put this ace with this 8, this makes 9 swords, right? So this is somebody up at night here, okay? Resurrection Sunday, baby. Mm-hmm. Yes. You already see the betrayal and the darkness. I keep hearing footsteps, baby. In the dark. Oh, in the dark. Ooh. Hey, Kay, what's up? Hey, Pretty Nikki. Hey, Kristen. Listen, somebody getting it. I don't know. Why? I keep hearing footsteps, baby. Whew. Okay. Let's clarify this risky energy. Couple of things I'm getting here. Somebody does wonder if they took the risk. If they took the risk and tried to resurrect something with you. And I'm going to let you know right now, if this is someone you've been intimate with, I'm talking skin to skin. They know the boundaries is up. They want to resurrect contact with you. And some of you, they do wonder. They wonder if they cross the boundaries, because they know the boundaries is. They know. And they know why. Like I said, there's an embarrassment here. Because I feel like somebody knows that they made an unsafe decision. They do. I feel like for some of you, because unprotected sex is on the card, for some of you, this is something about children. Unprotected sex is something, this is definitely somebody that they may have had children with, right? For sure. But for some of you, it's quite a little more literal than that. And I'll just leave it there. You just put it where it goes. I'm getting a lot of skin mixed skin. For sure. For some of you, somebody definitely feels, for some of you, it's somebody who feels like they were risky getting skin to skin with somebody, partner to partner. It was not a good, they did not see it. And I feel like for some of you, there's somebody who they are dealing with. I feel like somebody had quite the reputation. Somebody was blinded to the truth, and if they would have really looked, so somebody made it pretended like they wanted to know stuff, but they didn't, right? It's almost like if somebody would have told them to go look and see something for themselves, they wouldn't, right? They wouldn't look, they wouldn't see, they wouldn't listen, but they're aware now. Again, for some of you, it's somebody who definitely wants to take the risk, but because they know that the blocking is up, they know that your boundaries is up, whether this is a literal block or not. For some of you, it is somebody that is watching. For sure. And it could even be somebody who was mentioning your name, asking around about you. Let's see what the risky energy is about here. Ooh, tomorrow his birthday, Leslie. See, I didn't know. I be overthinking that 1777 just sparkling in my eyes. Thank you. 7 is one of my favorite numbers. Actually, 17. I'm a 17 baby. So thank you. I'll take that sign of synchronicity. Give me some for the risky energy here. Queen of Cups. Page of Swords. Couple things here, because for some of us, there is a situation dealing with like mother and children. Like if somebody should have looked before they leaped, right? In the words of the wise philosopher that I quote on a daily basis, Ida Mae Norris, someone didn't mind who they had kids by. My grandmother said that, mind who you have kids by. And let me just say that I did not listen to my grandma. Lots of us don't. Thank God a lot of us don't. Thank God a lot of us don't. I may not have been here if everybody took my grandmama's advice. I'm just saying she did say it. It definitely is someone who didn't with the page of swords, who didn't mind who they had kids by. I also feel like somebody is looking at a Queen of Cups wanting to take a risk. It's two ways. Now see, look at this. Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Page of Wands. For some of you guys, children are involved in something. Possibly two. Or, like I said, I'm picking up energy again of like childhood sweethearts. I don't know. Because for some of y'all, it directly is about children, and someone didn't mind who they had children by. Someone could have took a risk and set up something with somebody else, or started something with somebody else. Like, someone could have saw the Queen of Cups as risky, right? Especially if you this Queen of Cups and you got this boundaries, right? And you know what? This sounds so stupid, but I'm going to say it. Because it is some truth to it, even though it annoys the out of me. Because I'm starting to realize it more every day. And that really annoys me to think about the fact that sometimes human beings will definitely pick what's... Wait a minute. Ooh, wait a minute. What did you do that for? Sometimes human beings will pick what feels more easy, right? They will. Some of us are not single because we don't have partnership attributes. Some of us are quite single because we are strong-willed and strong-minded. Some of you literally do have people out there that love your ass. They love you. They do. But they see you as risky. Now, let me shock you a bit, because to you that sounds like the dumbest shit in the world, because you feel like you offer the most stable, level-headed, clear, genuine love, right? You are honest with this person. You are nurturing to this person. You see potential in this person. You two people are pretty damn dope together, right? And even seeing this person flaws and all, you still see the opportunity and the potential, right? But what does this person do? What has this person done? This person has exercised their free will, right? Let me tell you how that go. And this is how we all end up fucked up and hurt. Keontae is not exempt. I be overthinking. Thank you. Girl, don't give me the crying and blushing and shit on here now. I'm trying to give up this game, okay? I'm trying to give you this. Thank you, though. I am humble. Thank you. I'm going to tell you. Some of you, this person saw you as the Queen of Cups. Again, boundaries. Again, though, the boundaries. See, they loved you, but they saw you as risky. And again, risky because of the boundaries, right? Because You being the way you are with this person, with all that loving and all that nurturing and all that compassion and all that, you must really stand on business in some ways that someone at some point in time could have felt intimidated by, right? Because I am picking up for sure now, right, that there's a healthy level of respect, right? Something that they are dealing with now. Again, and maybe that's why you'll witness the impossible made possible, because like I said, I feel like this is somebody you put boundaries on because you gave up, right? You had to give up, right? When we put up boundaries, this is when I give up, right? This when you for real put up boundaries, that's when you stop fighting for it, right? That's the biggest boundary you can put up, when you stop fighting for something, right? For sure. Because once you stop engaging, it's over, you know? I feel like somebody may have definitely knew where their heart lied, because again, there's the past life, there's the potential there, that they may have saw you as risky. You know what? I just heard something very interesting. Let me wait till my son walk past. You going out, babe? Okay. I'm gonna tell you some of y'all a secret that y'all don't know. And I'm sorry to tell you this, because this is also ass backwards and stupid. But I'm gonna tell you this anyway, because I'm picking up on this. This person saw you as a risk. Like once y'all got skin to skin, something about y'all being skin to skin, and the way that felt. But again, I feel like them strong boundaries. I feel like somebody may have felt like they, what's funny is it could be one of the things where someone felt like they weren't going to take a risk on you because they felt like, they didn't want to end up whatever, because I'm feeling some stupid shit now. Now I'm getting annoyed, right? Because for some of you, it's almost like kind of like I'm a mother, like kind of dealing with a child. And when you give your child good advice and tell them what they should do, and just because you said it, it's like they want to rebel against it. It's almost like somebody made us all like, I don't know. If I'm making any sense, if anything I'm saying, y'all just put it where it goes, because I feel like I'm talking to somebody specific. I just feel like it could have been even like the potential you saw in somebody, in the way like the chemistry between y'all was like. So let's see why the transformation to someone's desire is happening here. That's my son in the kitchen, so I don't want to. But it's definitely something about when someone got skin to skin. You scared the shit out of somebody when y'all was intimate. It made them feel like you were risky, right? Like this, have you ever had somebody like do that to you, or you scared because for a brief moment your ass be thinking crazy, like you will risk it all, right? Right? For a brief moment you get beside yourself, like, man, I've had that happen to me before. Like it feels like there's something, and again, and the Queen of Cups definitely like there was emotions behind it, right? It was like. I'm gonna tell you something else too. You know what I just heard too? For some of you, a person moved this way in reference to you and them and what happened with y'all. You ever heard of the saying, the squeaky, what is it? The squeaky wheel gets the grease. For some of you, someone greased the squeaky wheel, right? You weren't the squeaky wheel, right? And I mean that in a way where like, you weren't dramatic, right? You weren't clout hungry, right? Like I said, you had them healthy boundaries, something about your dignity, your self-respect. You're not very gullible, right? You scared the shit out of somebody, right? It's almost like somebody could have like encountered you and like, man, I risk it all, and then they have to like smack themselves like, nah, because I don't know. I feel like somebody could have feared you having some kind of power over them. And like in reality, it's not about power. Sometimes like divine, it feels like some divinely guided stuff that somebody might have, I don't know. Human beings have free will, hard-headed energy, right? Because some connections that come in our life are evolutionary connections. They evolve us forever, right? Someone might have been, so you could have scared the hell out of somebody in a very, I want to say revolutionary, but evolutionary way. It's something about the evolution that something would have required. It almost feels like somebody took the easy road that is now don't feel so easy and so good. Now, like I said, someone feels a level of respect for you for like standing on business in some kind of way, because there's some sort of energy that is resurrecting, that they're dealing with, that they've been dealing with, that they did not want to see, that they did not want to blind it to the truth. They didn't want to see it. They did not want to open their eyes and see it. And I feel like there was also things that they heard that they did not want to hear. But instead, you seem like risk. You seem like a risk, right? Maybe, I'm going to be honest, maybe it's MF or scared to take a risk because they got to get right. You know what I'm saying? And some people don't want to get right. Somebody could see you as risky as hell because it would require for them to get right. You understand what I'm saying? I hope I'm making sense. Right? And then touching all on you and feeling like that. You're like, whoa, right? Because it feels, like I said, it feels revolutionary. A lot of things would have had to evolve. They would have had to evolve. It would have had to been a revolution in order for this to happen. And I feel like that's why you had to put up your boundaries. You had to set healthy boundaries. And I do feel like it's something here about self-respect. And I also feel like I don't know. Let me just go on here. Let's see what the transformation is. There is definitely a transformation and a change in the evolution of what someone is desiring here. What they got a passion for, what they attracted to. It's changed. Give me some for this transformation energy. Look, the Empress. See? Told you. I feel like that transformation has a lot to do with how they see you too, as the Empress and evolution. Look, the Knight of Wands. I'm telling you, I feel like somebody in some way, shape, or form, and just put this where this goes, male, female, however it goes. I feel like someone tried to create a stable situation, possibly family, for sure. Possibly family. With the Knight of Wands, and like something, there's that risky shit again, right? Somebody do want to come towards you bad as hell, but they wondering. I'm gonna tell you right now. They want to resurrect something with you for sure, but they're wondering, should they take the risk? The Queen of Cups with risky here says they do want to take the risk because emotionally they feel like this. But see, transformation and the Empress here with the Knight of Wands on here is telling me like, I feel like someone knows with the Knight of Wands here that there's that you have a distrust for them. Like that wouldn't, if you would be willing to take a risk on them because the Knight of Wands here. I also feel like someone definitely tried to housewife a hoe. And if it ain't just a hoe, it's just definitely like it's the energy that they're dealing with that is not very conducive to what it is that they call themselves wanting to have. Like I said. And something resurrecting over and over again to the point where they're unable to not see it. Now it has someone all in their mind wondering if they could take a risk again towards you. I feel like somebody's even scoffing at themselves for looking at you like it was like you were the risky choice, right? It is definitely something. some sort of change and evolution in what someone values here, because the Empress is valuable, right? She's nurturing. And there's a Knight of Wands under there. Damn. Hey, gorgeously May, how you doing, boo? Let's see what the desire. There's definitely something that is transform and change with someone. What someone desires, what they're attracted to, for sure. Look, the Ten of Pentacles. Ha! The Chariot. I only laugh because, yeah. Behind closed doors, someone definitely is their idea of how they see long-term security and partnerships. Their taste is completely changing. I feel like if they are with someone else, which this could very well be, again, they're with someone else, they feel like that they've completely evolved and changed. Like they don't desire that anymore. They desire a different kind of relationship. I have the Empress and the Ten of Pentacles, and I do feel like this is what someone desires. But it's definitely a change, right? Something has evolved about what they desire or who they desire, for sure. And then here's the Chariot. Someone is definitely ready to move forward. And the Ten of Wands, I'm telling you. Look, the Ten of Wands, the Ten of Swords, I told you. Y'all see all these tens? Tens are endings. Now, I do have somebody wondering for some of y'all if they can change or evolve a situation dealing with you. Like if you still desire them, right? If you've completely moved on and let the whole thing go, for sure. Yep, 4 of Cups, 7 of Swords. Yeah, somebody is wondering if you completely over them because of them being sneaky. Maybe because you left out in the cold. They go to a third-party situation here. Yeah, and being stubborn, selfish, that type of shit. I also feel like there could be someone that is completely, also, like I said, their entire, they've evolved in what they desire and what they attract and what they want to nurture and what they want to have long term. This could be definitely someone themselves with the Chariot, the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Wands, ready to move on, like because they're over it. And again, someone is, if this is, I'm talking about someone else and this is what's happening behind their closed doors, this is someone that could definitely be over it with someone that they see as sneaky. There could definitely be something about lies, about money, for sure. It's coming up as a masculine energy with a King of Swords under here, for sure. We'll put it where it goes. I have a King of Swords looking at a 3 of Cups with the frown on his face. Again, there's this celebrating energy again. Here's that partying. Like someone, there's something here. There could be someone looking around at a situation where they're looking around where they feel like everybody is celebrating and having a good damn time but them. You know? Right? Like somebody could be looking at a situation like this is working out great for every fucking body but me. Right? No, I don't desire this. Let's go ahead and see what this cloud hungry energy is about. Because again, behind closed doors, I do feel like there's an energy that is definitely still very much wanting to hold on to somebody who is ready to release it. I feel like there's a complete realization that someone will say anything, do anything, make sure to be dramatic. Someone is rejecting it. And I also feel like there's an energy of someone wanting to celebrate or go out and saying like, no, I don't want to go to, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do this. Let me get one for this clout hungry energy. I feel like somebody knows that. Somebody knows that somebody will say anything or do anything. Now listen, on the flip-flop, for real, behind closed doors, for some of you really have somebody that wants to take this risk and come towards you. I feel like for some of you, there's someone that wants to resurrect something with you for sure. And I do feel like they could definitely be keeping an eye out on you. Like, For some of you, it's most definitely somebody that betrayed you. Let me just say that. And I know this. I know it because I'm looking at the betrayal. And this could be someone that is very concerned because someone could be concerned about a resurrection. They think of it all the time, but they could be concerned about taking the risk to do this because in some sort of way they could feel like what they could have done could have transformed you. They could also be very aware that that you've transformed. There's definitely an energy that is wondering. I don't know. It's definitely an energy like you just with the Empress, the change, the evolution, the passion, the track, the Ten of Pentacles. This is something about you that is so totally different, right? Again, I'm looking at the Empress and the boundaries. I'm hearing some sort of energy where it was like, I do feel like, again, that because you feel like this energy it was deceptive, someone was deceptive, or they weren't loyal, or they lied. Okay, someone could feel like it's risky because you are the Queen of Cups, right? They know who you are when you're the Queen of Cups, right? They know you as the Queen of Cups. But someone could be worried that it's risky because with the transformation, now you're the Empress, right? Now the boundaries, instead of you shrinking down, like they go up. Like it's now you even got stronger boundaries, right? Now you from the Queen of Cups to the Empress, right? Empress to the Ten of Pentacles. There's been some sort of evolution in you since some betrayal have went down. So now it's like you may have been the Queen of Cups before, right? But now you're the Empress with the Ten of Pentacles, right? And someone could definitely be worried, right? If they took the risk and they reached out to you and they tried to resurrect something with you and they crossed the boundaries that they know that you have, they may be worried that like you don't take them seriously anyway, right? They may be definitely concerned that you look at them as someone who is clout hungry, who will say anything, do anything, make shit up, and just dramatic, right? Like, and like in the essence, they wonder if they take the risk, would you even be bothered because something about you is transformed so totally different, right? I feel like whether you know it or not, whether you're doing this intentionally or not, to somebody, some of you have someone shooketh because you're giving off the energy, but like, I don't even want that no more, right? Like, why would I even want that, right? In a very, I ain't mad at it, you know, because it's the Empress, and it's like, why would I even want that? Like, I changed the days of me wanting that. I don't know why I'm thinking of that. Let me get one for this clout hungry. But again, there is someone, for some of you, especially if we're talking about a third party situation, if we're talking about a third party situation here where someone is dealing with the things that I've spoken on previously, what's happening now is, again, someone is definitely having a complete transformation. There's a complete transformation and evolution of what they perceive the Empress to be. How they perceive the Empress to be versus what the Empress really is, right? I feel like there's something here, especially if there's something about them having like children or, you know, another situation with someone. It's almost like the partner, the person that they want to nurture, the person that they want to build something with. Their evolution of that thought and how they envisioned that and what they desire and what they thought that what they thought they wanted, it's changed. It's like they see whatever they were attracted to before, right? It's things that's resurrecting with that energy, and it's always been there. Like I said, they just didn't want to see it. They didn't want to hear it, right? And I do feel like it is someone who definitely acts out, right? And whatever way that someone usually acts out, or whatever way that someone usually acts to try to get someone to be okay, or to celebrate, or to chill out, someone is rejecting that. So let's get one on this clout hungry energy for the collective. 7 of Pentacles. I'm scared. Look, 5 of Swords. That's the clout hungry energy, right? You know what? I don't know what this is about. But somebody just sitting back waiting. Somebody already knows that somebody is clout hungry and they're going to say anything, do anything, make shit up and be dramatic. 5 of Swords just to get what they want. Yep, and somebody's over it. See? 4 of Cups. I don't know what this is about, but something that is resurfacing right now behind closed doors. That is coming up for somebody right now behind closed doors. I'm going to tell you something. Again, it's not unexpected. It's resurfacing. It's resurrecting. Someone already knows. They're just waiting. They already know someone is going to say anything, do anything, make shit up, be dramatic. This is the 5 of Swords. Jealousy, tit for tat, right? Wanting to have the last word, right? Wanting to win at all costs. Someone is just sitting back waiting because someone knows that someone's going to do that already. Someone is over it. It's something about somebody's attention and ego. Now listen, there could be someone who wants to communicate with you, but they just sitting back waiting. Because in the past with the 5 of Swords and the 4 of Cups, if this is somebody just sitting back waiting to say something to you, I do feel like they are waiting because, again, somebody may know that you look at them this way, right? The 7 of Pentacles, somebody may be like, I'm not going to say nothing yet because I already know he or she, whoever I'm talking to, just sitting back waiting for me to do that, right? So somebody is just sitting back waiting because the 5 of Swords, somebody sitting back waiting on me to do that with the 5 of Swords, because it's definitely like something like, it's so stupid. I'm sorry. I feel like somebody is like, I'm going to wait because I already know with the 5 of Swords, I already know that you, whoever I'm speaking to, right? Who somebody may want to reach out to, right? I already know with the 5 of Swords. It's like they already know that you are aware this 5 of Swords energy. Look, the 4 of Cups, like they already know that you're over something with them. Especially with some sort of, like I said, competition, tit for tat, back and forth. Like you're over something, right? You're over it, right? The 6 of Wands and the 7 of Cups. This could definitely be somebody figuring out, like somebody wanting to get your attention. I'm picking up on it's a lot of, somebody knows that there's getting ready to be a lot of drama. Somebody already knows. Something that somebody, I don't know. I don't like it, but I feel like behind closed doors, somebody is waiting. They already know some sort of bullshit is gonna get rid. Some of the bullshit and confusion and 5 of Wands energy. Like it's gonna be a bunch of chaos and confusion behind something. They already know they're over it. They already know that somebody's gonna do something for attention. That somebody does something for attention. They already know that somebody purposely keeps up a lot of confusion, keeps up a lot of chaos and combativeness. Now again, somebody could definitely be resisting the urge. Like I said, they're willing to take the risk and cross your boundaries and say something to you. But I feel like somebody may know that you see them as somebody who play a lot of games. like you're over it with giving them attention. It's almost like the confusion with the Five of Wands, all the confusion and ish they got going on. Some of you, somebody could be worried because they know you're completely over it. So they could be waiting to say something to you because I got the Queen of Swords and the Ace of Wands. But again, that could be somebody already knowing that a feminine energy is already going to do some ish, keep up some ish, say anything, do anything. I'm also getting manipulation with children and stuff like that too. Like, oh, you don't want to do something with me and the kids, or oh, you don't want to do something. Yeah, that's a bunch of icky. I'm ick. Somebody is already waiting on somebody. And for some of you, you may already know, like, you may already know that somebody is waiting to reach out to you. You may already know. I don't know. Some of you may be getting intuitive messages. There's something about this season that if you suspect that there's a resurrection happening within someone in terms of you, that someone is very tempted to resurrect something towards you. If you may feel like someone is waiting to say something to you and you're just waiting on it to come in, you could be absolutely correct. Especially if it's somebody who betrayed you, for sure. But I feel like also there could definitely be behind closed doors. There's someone here that is just waiting. They know there's some sort of conflict is coming. Something is already resurrected with a situation that they, like I said, I definitely feel like someone could have loved you, but they saw a situation with you that was risky, so they did some other ish, and it definitely feels like, again, for some of you, it's children. Someone like had children. I also feel like someone wants to take the risk and get skin to skin with you too, and it's also somebody who want to take that risk, but they don't want to reach out and take the risk of you rejecting them. Because that's what they want to for some of you too. But they do desire you. But it's like, it's definitely that Empress energy. Like seeing if they could transform something, if they could evolve something. Let's get one for the Eight of Cups. Because for some of you, behind closed doors, what you don't know is there is someone that wants to resurrect something with you. But they are also getting ready to purge and release and reject something. There's something that is resurrecting here that they were blind to, that they did not want to see. That they didn't want to see and they didn't want to hear. But in the present, right now, they feel it in the present. They do. They feel a complete transformation of what they desire, what they want to invest in, the kind of partner that they want. And they already know that they already waiting on their partner to do some F shit, because they know that somebody's going to do some F shit. They're going to reject someone's energy to try to make up, to have a good time, or reject somebody's excuse about something. I told you somebody is definitely doing that inner child work because they want to distance themselves to whatever immature, inner child, effed up thing that had them feeling like something was going to work in a situation that wasn't. Even if it's whatever effed up inner child thing that had them effed up to feeling like something that could have worked with you and them wasn't going to work, right? I do feel like I said, for some of you, there's definitely somebody where this feeling of resurrection about you is coming up. And I do feel like someone could have definitely loved you but saw it was risky. And I think it has everything to do with the evolution. The evolutionary chemistry between you and this person. I do feel like they could have seen it as a risk because of the change in the evolution that would have had to happen with them, within themselves and in their life, to really go after something that they desire with you. But I feel like you, with the Queen of Cups and the Empress, I feel like you always gave that energy. But you definitely had to put up some boundaries against somebody, for sure. Hey, Ken Taylor. Okay, let me get one for the Eight of Cups, because I do feel like, again, someone is wondering if you completely are over them and let them go, but it's something in them that wants to reach out. I just know it. But I feel like there is also somebody that's getting ready to purge and release and walk away from some shit. I just keep hearing that somebody already know what somebody gonna say or how they gonna react to something. Somebody already prepared for it because they already know how somebody get down, and they're still choosing this Eight of Cups. They're still choosing to walk away. Give me some for this Eight of Cups energy. The Queen of Wands. Now listen, I don't know if she walking away, if somebody walking away from her. That's the Queen of Wands could be dramatic. Look, the Page of Pentacles. There could definitely be some planning concerning like mothers and children here. Someone could definitely just wonder, like I said, this Queen of Wands could be you, and somebody could be wondering, like, if you just focused and driven and motivated, and if you change, like, if you change so much that you're not even interested in them anymore, right? But I feel like this is somebody putting a purge and releasing. Three of Cups, somebody else. Give me one more on this purge and release. The Emperor. The Lovers. This is about choices. This is about choices. This is somebody that is coming to some real realizations. The Emperor is the boss, right? And I do feel like you got Aries, Taurus energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. I got Gemini. I got Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Taurus, Libra. I got lots of Earth. I have Aries again. The Emperor is the energy where the buck stops here, right? This is about making decisions. I you know what? It feels very much like some maturing type of stuff. I feel like somebody might have been attracted to some immature, dramatic. I keep hearing y'all in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Someone that maybe wanting to reach out to you and having this resurrection of feelings about you. I feel like in this person's life, the squeaky wheel got the oil, right? And I mean, the energy that kept up the most drama, the energy, because the squeaky wheel, like imagine like someone always complaining, or someone always needing help, or someone always, because it feels very much like, again, clout hungry. They're like an energy that is just like very much overly consumed, right? Yeah, I feel like somebody may have been really enamored by energy that was like overconsumed with them, right? Energy that's like eat, sleep, and breathe them, right? For sure, because this is what it's feeling like to me, right? And I feel like for you, if this is someone who is, like I said, because there's that boundary, there's that respect, right? They love that you set strong boundaries for yourself and walk away from those who don't respect them, even them, right? It just feels very much like somebody is outgrowing an energy. And I do feel like with the Seven of Pentacles, there could have been investment into that, right? It could be somebody literally like figuring out that they gotta wait. Because it could be with the Seven of Pentacles and clout hungry, it's like somebody could be definitely planning something, no matter what somebody say or do or make up, or no matter how dramatic somebody get. Because I told you, I feel like somebody I was like, they already waiting on it, right? They already know it, right? I do feel like there's an Emperor energy here that is ready to release the Queen of Wands energy. And I don't mean you don't have to be literal sign, but it's just like the energy, like I said, this cloud. It's not a desire for that energy anymore. And the Lovers makes me feel like this is someone who wants, the Lovers is definitely an energy of a more divinely guided partnership, right? Where it feels more natural, right? Neutral is what I heard. Here's the Knight of Pentacles. Yep, long term. Loyalty, reliability. Somebody is going to express their disappointment. I see it. I see somebody expressing their disappointment. There's communication. There's definitely something about someone that has been holding back, communicating something that they've been disappointed in. And again, somebody's already waiting for someone's response. They know that somebody may be dramatic, may say anything, do anything. Right? They already planning on it. Because someone is going to reject an energy that definitely wants to like reconcile and make some ish cool. Now, for some of you, there's an energy. I'm talking about an energy that you are familiar with. This is what's going on behind their closed doors. But I do see the energy of this whole entire thing resurrecting something and a feeling for you, because it literally says what you thought to be lost forever will come back and you will witness the impossible made possible. And I do feel like it has something to do with you, because we have the boundaries. They love that you set strong boundaries for yourself and walk away from those who don't respect them, including them. See, Eight of Swords is under here. It's something that comes along. Listen, there's something that happens from time to time anyway with this person dealing with you. It's something that resurrects in this person's mind all the time. But for some reason right now behind closed doors, the entire situation that they're dealing with is resurrecting an energy for you. And again, it is someone that you're familiar with. Y'all souls recognized each other, and this person knew the potential, but they made foolish mistakes, made foolish choices, right? They may have just been foolish ass energy. I got a lot of Aries energy here, real stubborn. Whatever, I do what I want, right? Right? And saw like loving and being nurturing to you as risky, right? But it could definitely be shit kicking them in the ass now that's really transforming the way that they see what they desire, what they see as long term, right? Some of you, this person definitely got themselves in a jam with somebody who's a whole motherfucking fool and a half. That they did not want to see, that they did not want to observe, that they did not want to listen to. They are very aware now. I keep hearing footsteps in the dark. And again, either they feel like they betrayed themselves, or it's a complete betrayal, or again, they may feel... It just is what it is. Let it go and put it down, right? He told me I act like she don't exist. Yeah, I know what I'm picking up on. But that's what I'm seeing for us, y'all. That's what I'm seeing. This is what's going on behind closed doors. There's a lot that's resurrecting right now behind closed doors. It has everything to do with things that people didn't want to see that's coming back up. It also has a lot to do with mental energy. It's given very much like a lot of you, there's an energy that cannot get you out of their mind. And something about this season, it's like a resurrection of some feelings, some emotions, some thoughts. It just irks me that somebody saw the way the love you gave and the way you moved is risky. They saw that as risky. And you know what? Maybe it's because somebody, again, that's why the inner child healing is there. Maybe somebody had an effed up way of thinking, like wounding, coping mechanisms, learned behavior, self-discovery, right? I'm hearing something really weird. Like it could be somebody who had like mother issues, right? All right, y'all. I'm gonna get off because I've been talking to you almost 2 hours now. It's definitely going up behind closed doors, though, for sure. Whatever's resurrecting right now, there's a resurrection of old shit that's bringing up new feelings, new ideas. That's really transforming what people are feeling like that they want, what they desire, what they want to invest in. There's big transformative energies. It's a change in what people. There's a change in the evolution in what is being desired. It has everything to do with what's going on behind closed doors. And it could definitely be and the extent of what people have been nurturing and investing in behind closed doors. Like I said, it can be taste changing. We're like, right? But it could also be an evolution of somebody just really needing to get their head out of their ass too. Like I said, I have to put it where it goes. But I see some stuff. I do see somebody definitely making a decision that they are going. There's going to be some sort of Eight of Cups of release, walking away. They're making some decisions, and they're making a decision about getting away from drama queen energy, an energy that will say anything, do anything, make shit up, or be dramatic here. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm getting out of here. Hey, Natasha. You guys take care of me on your way out with the like, comment, subscribe, and share. I am going to try to do Q&A today. I'm going to take me a little break, calm myself, get myself together. If you see me again, it will definitely be for a Q&A session. It's still very early, so I can definitely do it. I just need to get myself together first. If you see me on here again, we're definitely doing it, okay? I just need to at least make sure I'm cool and get everything set up and at least take a little breaky break. I've been talking to y'all for 2 hours. Okay? But I will definitely try to get that Q&A in. I thank y'all for trusting me, believing me, supporting me, allowing me the opportunity. I know a lot of y'all Pisces. I don't know if y'all get notifications. I put up a Pisces read yesterday. It was very good, very positive. I actually really loved that read. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. We'll try to get Q&A done in a timely fashion today, so just be on the lookout for me. Y'all stay beautiful. Y'all stay blessed. Y'all stay high vibing. Y'all stay safe and look out for each other if you can, okay? And I'll be back pretty soon, all right? I love y'all. Bye-bye.